Thor issue 6 takes a trip to the end of time where Thor's grandchildren face Doom, who arrives at a garden which he reveals used to be the grounds of Latveria. He asks the people what right they have to use his homeland as a garden, and after learning Thor is responsible for bringing back life to Earth, he burns the garden. The people attack him, but before Doom can kill them, Thor's grandchildren arrive and attack, but the all-powerful god Doom has become wipes the floor with them. As he makes the girls suffer with his powers, Doom orders Fin Fang Foom to rampage with his monsters at will. As Doom monologues about being the only being able to create life and only being allowed to create life, King Thor and the Phoenix Wolverine arrive. Doom looks at them as welcoming challengers, awaiting their attack with eagerness. Elsewhere, Ego the Necro World is almost dead thanks to tearing itself apart looking for the small green worm. Ego proclaims there is no way to harm him, not in a million years, but the worm has no issue with that since he doesn't think it will take a million years to crack the world. Back on New Midgard, Wolverine and Thor are still at a standstill in their fight with Doom, who says no power is left in the universe strong enough to beat him. Logan attacks him, calling Victor only a beginner with his god powers, but Doom proves him wrong, blowing fire in the Phoenix Force Wolverine's face and killing him. Thor is chained down and forced to watch as Doom unleashes the penance stare on him, which consumes him and breaks him. The people of New Midgard flee in terror as Fin Fang Foom and his monsters rampage across the world, but Thor's grandchildren continue to fight them. As Victor begins to celebrate his victory, Wolverine, now a walking skeleton, returns, fighting Doom while telling the beaten Thor that he needs to pick up the hammer again and fight, but Thor doesn't think he should have lifted the hammer in the first place. Thor knows that they can't beat Doom as Wolverine looks to the world's sky, reminded at how pretty it is. He says Doom can't be the one to kill the Earth, and Thor tells Logan to leave, as he will finish the fight. Logan knows they can't beat Doom once he has all of his powers, and there is only one thing left to do. As Logan grabs Mjolnir, he says that the Phoenix took him because it didn't have a choice, and it didn't kill Thor that one time because it loved him in one point, and these days the world could use a little bit more love. Logan unleashes the hammer's power, permanently killing himself. Doom thinks the Phoenix Force is free now and will soon be his, but he doesn't realize that the Phoenix now resides in Mjolnir, which upon grabbing it transfers to Thor, who tackles Victor into a mountain, which becomes a volcano thanks to the power erupting from it. As the years pass, the world returns to normalcy as Thor and Doom's battle raged inside the Earth for years. More years later, Thor emerges from the volcano, having finally killed Doom once and for all. As he comes out, a small child is possessed and tells her mother that the real darkness is awake again and it's coming for them all. Ego, meanwhile, is fully broken thanks to the worm's whispers, and he gives in to the creature, who is given the power of the Necro Sword and is able to resurrect itself in its old form, that of Loki, who now calls himself, among other names, the End. Thor issue 6 was one hell of a ride into the future while being a story that tied into Jason Aaron's past Thor runs, but also sought to set up possibly the next few years of Thor under him. Each issue so far of Aaron's new run keeps improving on the last, and it just keeps on getting better and better and turning up the heat more and more, but you never know what to expect, which is wonderful since it leads to so many quote-unquote oh shit moments that are legitimate and are very rare in comics these days. I've enjoyed every last minute of this series, and I think it's safe to say I will enjoy what's to come. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.